Dumso has become the buzzword synonymous with erratic power supply. Now, lately, the word Dumso has resurfaced in the national discourse, especially on social media. Now, despite the Mahama government assuring that it has averted the earlier fears of significant power challenges, in the early days of the government, some people have complained about the inconsistencies in the supply of electricity to their homes and to their workplaces. So today on the ChannelOne newsroom, we're assessing the Dumso situation. We're within the communities and we're telling your Dumso stories. We're starting from Kaneshie here in Accra. I'm currently here in Accra, here in Kaneshie, and we're talking to the people who live here, the people who work here, on what the situation is with the supply of electricity. I see a barbering salon here. I'll go in there and try and engage the barber. Barbering salons, hairdressers, their work is heavily dependent on the supply of power. So what's the situation with this particular barber, and how is it coping with the supply or lack of it of electricity?
Na me adum koso kakra de na light ne de na hardware ba na sen yana start say woman no madum no omudum so a che asa na omaso enwa Saturday so omudum no te ma
omudum no for how many hours?
Last week Saturday omudum no and no omudum na nyumle be 6 omoso na ahemachi 2 enwa omudum no but be omudum be 5 9 something omoso so ye the ma Juma sema style na say weekends are the high Monday Tuesday bia ya na mu slow kakra and they obefa normal by Friday Saturday Sunday they do na why kura no ase nkofo bebre ba no mo san koye ti ya say bia na o maso e bia on beba.
You live here in Kaneshie?
Yes, please.
Okay. What's the electricity situation in your home?
Oh, it's normal. Like my brother said, think last week there was light out in the evening here. So it came around midnight. And yesterday too, there was, I think it was this side, yeah. Comparing it to the market, there wasn't light out. So I was at the market. When I came home, the light was in. So I didn't know. Someone told me there was light out around this area. They are head. It's Dumso, but I don't want to accept it because
you're hoping that
it's not Dumso.
Residents and workers here in Kaneshie sharing with us their experiences with the power situation here in their homes. We'll still try and engage more of them here within the community, and then later we'll take you to Kumasi, where we're told that the situation is quite dire over there. Our reporter, Doris Lonta, has prepared a report on the Kumasi situation. We'll take you there later. But let's try and engage more people here within Kaneshie. We've heard people complain on social media, on radio, on TV about Dumso.
Yeah.
Are you experiencing anything like that?
It was just recently that we experienced light off, and that took us to dawn and dusk. We slept in the light off.
We'll now take you to Achimota. I engaged some residents over there about if they're also experiencing a similar situation of power cuts.
Andrew be is something no omudum no and almost around 10 o'clock. Sania me fan say koso the Andrew see and am the amount.
Chairman say you dum and run you saw bear 10. When next do you expect to be dum?
It's any day want me any timetable because it be first and the Rebecca say be omudum no na ochana ye bede man na say omudum no but I say no e ho man na ba no madum no ma so sa na say eko.
We'll now take you to Kumasi, where my colleague our Ashanti regional correspondent Doris Lonta has a report on the electricity supply situation over there.
During a visit to the West African Gas Pipeline Company station in Tema on Friday, February 21, 2025, Minister for Energy and Green Transition, John Abdullahi Jinapo, urged the public to remain patient as the government works to resolve ongoing power supply challenges. He attributed the disruptions to the country's limited spare capacity. The government is also working to settle a $75 million debt owed to Gas Limited to secure a steady gas supply for Ghana's energy sector. Meanwhile, in the Ashanti region, business owners and households continue to struggle with the effect of the outages, reporting customer losses and extensive damage to electrical appliances.
Because they come and they don't get cold drinks, they come and they will go and they will not buy, and it's affecting my profits because of the lights out here. There's the hardship in the country, and we use this business to cater for our needs and our families. And because people don't buy our drinks, we don't get the profit to help our area or cater for our needs and our families.
Anyway, you really need light to work. And they just shut it down without any notice or any information about it. So very, very terrible, if I should say. We just recently destroyed one of our machines.
Fred, I know they told me near man kakra say you do light and Fred and I say. And at the hammy baby because on your tall lighter, you do near so you do a fay, you do near so be a man. Lighter auto in I am training you so much and maybe him.
Dumi sana friji no yesu sa onwenya wona mi nyina nane wanya ya ni nyina besen.
Reverend Richard Owusu-Ansah describes the unbearable heat he faces each evening after work due to the lack of electricity.
The current situation when it comes to the light is very bad and very frustrating. Sometimes you come back from work and the light is off, you don't know when it went off and don't know when it will come back. And knowing the seasons that we are in now, the heat is unbearable. Sometimes you have to even sleep outside and wait till the light comes back before you can sleep in your rooms. So I think that the authorities in charge should, if they can do something about it. For instance, if there is a load shedding or something, they should give us a time plan.
The question many people are asking is Zoom so back? Well, in an interview with the PRO for ECG Ashanti West, he highlighted the challenges behind the situation.
Largely, the outages that we've experienced in the month of January and then the few months in February had to do with the fact that we suffered multiple underground cable faults. As I said, one at the main railway supply point, another one at the Ashanti substation, where we can locate the fault at Kumasi, where we have the CSIR building. Another also happened at our substation at airport. The another one also happened at our substation at Abatu near the nuclear station around Abreport Junction. So you realize we had most of our cables being affected.
Businesses and households are appealing for an urgent intervention to address the situation. Reporting for ChannelOne News, I'm Doris Lonta, Ashanti region.
Now, the Institute of Energy Security has painted a very gloomy picture of the energy situation. We're joined by the Executive Director of the Institute, Nana Mwesi. Mwesi the 7th. Thank you very much for joining us, Nana. You have not engineered confidence in a lot of people this week by your pronouncement.
Capacity has grown in terms of demand, and so we require more fuel to do that. We are fixated on the natural gas, some coming from Nigeria and a bulk coming from our own indigenous fields. We have just one processing facility for this gas. 2017 was one. Up to today, 8 years after, we still have just one processing facility. To the point where the fuel that is generated offshore, some have to be fled. That is wastage here.
So it looks like in the foreseeable future, we'd have to brace ourselves for the worst.
Well, Charles, these are the issues. What do you expect? And we are expected to also increase our installed capacity. Other than that, next year, there could be fuel, there will be no debts, there will be no debt. Power transmission and distribution infrastructure has been strengthened. But where is the plant to generate that additional or the increased demand. So that's the problem there. So they are multiple. It is not just coming from fuel, install capacity, unpaid bills, threat from IPPs, weak transmission system, and a whole lot. This cannot be fixed in 1 year. So Dumso cannot go away in 1 year. We need to bear, with the managers of the sector, but then we need to push them also to get results. After all, they promised that they will come and fix the problem.
Thank you very much, Nana Amwesi. The 7th is Executive Director for the Institute of Energy Security. Government has told us that it is working to resolve these challenges within the energy sector. The next couple of days, we expect the Energy Minister to hold a press conference and address these challenges himself.